Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Nabudde. I am here to thank you for staying with us on Enyimbazakristo YouTube channel. You have been fantastic. This year has seen us welcome another 5,000 followers on the YouTube channel, and that is just YouTube channel. Elsewhere, TikTok, Spotify, anywhere that you are following our music, we do appreciate you and we thank you for doing just that. We are hoping that in 2024 we will be able to produce even more Luganda hymns for you to enjoy and also to be blessed by. 2024, more than 1 million views now. That is a lot of people stopping by and enjoying what we put here. We don't take that for granted. I have seen young people on TikTok miming enyimbazakristo and conducting them. There's one particular young person, I haven't got permission to mention them, but I should shout out, I watch her, I am your follower, I see you conducting enyimbazakristo on your TikTok channel and sharing them in any situation. That is so wonderful and very heartwarming for me to see that. Thank you for doing that, and I hope we will be able to put out more content for you. We promised 1,000 Luganda hymns book, a brand new book. It is on its way, 60% there, and we hope that we will, continue to work all hands on the buli mukono guli kunkasi. And the 40%, I am sure that we will do a little bit more on that, and we should be able to report that maybe we are there 80% by the end of this year. So if you, again, we invite everyone who would like to join us on that project to engage with us. Engaging with us is very easy because we are very simple people. We are lay workers and we welcome everyone. The content on the Enyimbazakristo channel in 2024, I am hoping that I should be able to put together some health and well-being programs focusing on mental health and well-being. And if you are a specialist in that subject, please engage with us so that we can put out programs that are helpful to us and also to those who stop by. 41.5k individuals, unique individuals, from using your mobile device, computers, game consoles, any device that you have that can access social media. 41.5 in the last 3 months have stopped by on Enyimbazakristo. Thank you very, very much. Putting aside Enyimbazakristo, there are other activities that I have been involved with. I've written books. I am a book writer. I'm an author. I like writing. So this book, I wrote it in 2022. Published it towards the end of 2022, but I didn't really talk so much about this book. This book bet the hell out of me. I can say that again, it bet the hell out of me. So please find it on Amazon, find it on any online bookstore and read it. So this book was based on some of my personal experience. I can say that Drive On is set in Uganda in the 80s. It narrates the life of a teenager faced with limited opportunities within a cashless society. You can imagine that. In a country challenged with civil wars and a new pandemic. And when I say a new pandemic, you know what I mean. Life is basically a daily choice between subsistence, HIV, drugs, and biscuits. A continuous race to safety as if it were fiction, or was it? Look out for this book on Amazon, read it, feedback, share your comments on it. I would welcome your feedback because this was my first novel based on real life experiences. Prior to that, I wrote a book called Before You Divorce, Make Love for 21 Days. Now, this book, again, is giving advice to anyone in a rocky relationship, marriage, partnership. Think about it before you say the D word, because it could be that you are getting rid of the angel and gaining a devil, that sort of thing. So read this book. The cover might be a bit saucy, but it is what it is. Marriage should be saucy. So read this book, and again, comment, share what you think. It's a Christian and also normal life experience. Before then, I wrote again these 21 days books that I write. What manner of love is this? This is about discovering God in 21 days. But before that, in fact, let me go back to this book. At the back of this book, I wrote forgiveness is the price you pay for God's mercies, and marriage is the distance you can travel in a relationship using a unique fuel, and that fuel is not love. If it is not love, then what is it? So going back to what manner of love is this? I'm all about love. Anyway, discovering God in 21 days. This book is also a small book, pocket book, but full of good stuff. And it's actually asking you, the reader is telling you that if you can measure, if you can measure the world from the bottom of it to the height of it, to the width of it, to the length of it, and discover the measurement of the world, the earth, everything that God has created, and then present your findings to God, then you would have found the measure of God's love to you. Again, Amazon, this book is there. Please find it and make use of it. Broken Alive was my very first book that I wrote. And again, this book is a spiritual book, but full of real life experiences. And I write, my okay outlook shielded me from spiritual intervention. As long as I was serving on a pulpit, I was okay. Or I gave out this impression that I was in good standing, strong and unaffected. But was I? Past challenges add value. Listen to this. Past challenges add value to triumph when remembered as critical milestones as on the road to victory. There is no reward greater than taking spiritual captives into eternal life. This is a very good book as well. Now, switching on to Luganda, I wrote this book a while back called Wango. I wrote it in English, but many of you or many of my readers were saying, why don't you write it in Luganda? Native language. We want to preserve the native languages. So Wango, last year I translated it in the Luganda language. You can again find it on Amazon or any online bookstore. Amagezi Sigomu, that is how I translated it in the Luganda, the English word version if you prefer. It is called Tricks Are Not For One Head. Amagezi Sigomu is based on a Luganda proverb, and is humanized animals, about humanized animals. So please read it with the family. It's illustrated, it's got images, cartoons if you like, and it's quite enjoyable. I enjoy this one, so please find it and read it. Again, continuing with Luganda, when I was on Mukungu Omusajja for East London, together with others, we wrote this book. This is a Luganda English phrase book, and it's divided into 12 themes, so 12 months. Every day we encourage you to learn one Luganda word, and that one Luganda word in the phrases that we've provided in this book comes with 3 more words, supporting words. So in a year you should be able to pick up more than 1,000 Luganda words. You should find a guardian parent or your Luganda companion and learn Luganda, because the UN is asking us to preserve our native languages. And in language, there's culture, there's good behavior, there's so much. And the Luganda language is one of those languages full of wisdom and good manners and behavior. So make time to learn it. Come and join us in Sitegedde Foundation. We have got lessons running next year, starting from February, and is synchronized with the academic year for the UK, so that you don't miss out when you are on holiday. So again, last year, 2023, we wrote these books about possessives in the English language, where you have one, mine, his, he, has, he, and all of that. In the Luganda language, we've got so many different words. We've got the change, wange, gugwe, simanyi bichi. All these books are going to help you. This one is about non-human items, objects, animals. This one, 168 different possessives. So pick it up and learn and teach your children. This one is about you, your things, chikopocho, bichi bichi, mukeka go. It's all in here. And the here is about his and hers, chikopoche, mukeka gwe, kugulu kwe, all in here. And this one is about mine, my things. Yeah, it's all in here. So join us in Sitegedde Foundation and learn with us next year. We are recruiting now. Just go on sitegedde.com and register. This book here we wrote again whilst I was in that responsibility, or in that position as Mukungu Omusajja, with Father Ben Nsibambi, Omusajja, Omuganda. Babadde basoma empisa z'Omuganda, but this one is about Omusajja Omuganda empisa n'ennono. It is written in Luganda. Empisa z'omusajja awangalire Uganda n'ezo yawangalira mu UK zaawukana, and if they do, how far apart should that be, or do they converge at some point? Please pick it up on Amazon again and read it. Other than that, I just want to wish everyone a very good and successful 2024. Keep watching our content on enyimbazakristo. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Amazon. Follow us on any social media channel, Instagram and all of that. We are there. The social platforms have been very kind that they share our content on those networks. And if you've got anything that you'd like to talk about, an interview or something like that, I am happy to interview you on enyimbazakristo. Come along, join us, keep following and keep sharing what we share. God bless you. Have a wonderful 2024.